Welcome back, RFL, to our Tuesday night matchup between the Snowhawks and the Bisons. Here in preseason week 3, finally getting to see the starters get some extended time here. They'll play the first 3 quarters. We'll see the backups get the last quarter. Snowhawks coming off of a tough loss to the Bulldogs last week. The Bisons getting a nice win this week. Let's pause this real quick and make sure everyone can hear me before we get this started. Go ahead, turn this to slow. Making sure everyone can hear me before I start this up. All right, let's get this started. All right, going back to that Snowhawks loss last week. Just the Snowhawks offensive line was just completely getting decimated by that Bulldogs D-line. You know, multiple sacks, Joseph Gidley running around all game, and we're going to see if the Bisons do the same thing here. As you know, they traded for Carter Delhart this season. They have Ethan Marks on this line, as it's a quick TFL by Rayshawn Vaughn, the safety, stopping McDonald in the backfield. Bring up a 2nd and 14. All right, gets the throw off. It's caught, but only for a 4-yard gain there. Making it a quick 3rd and 10 here to start the game. A great start here so far by the Bisons defense, who everyone is super excited for this season. Joseph Gidley steps up, throws, and it's a first down. Ryan LeCavier. Just man-to-man. Joseph Gidley had plenty of time, was able to step up and hit Ryan LeCavier right over the middle. As you can see here, just had his man beat. Easy first down. All right, as they have McDonald there in the backfield. They'll give it to McDonald, who gets as yard. Rayshawn Vaughn coming down from the safety position, making another quick stop of McDonald, who's looking to have another huge game. Always one of the league leaders here in the RFL in rushing. As they're pressed up there in the slot, they have a corner blitz. There's pressure, and he's taking out fumble. Who's got it? Joseph Gidley will pick up his own fumble. That's what we were talking about last week. The Snowhawks O-line is giving up a lot of pressure right now. As you can see, James Estes just coming through, forcing the fumble on Joseph Gidley. Bringing up 3rd and 25 for the Snowhawks. Joseph Gidley takes a snap. They're setting up the screen. He gets the ball off. Makes a man miss, but it's tackled short. 4th and 12. The Snowhawks will punt. Great stand here by the Bisons defense, as they've had a crazy offseason. You know, poor season 9, finishing with a 2nd overall pick. Traded the 2nd overall pick to number 6. Got another 1st-round pick in exchange for that. Letting them get Ethan Marks at 6, and then Bo Sanders, who's coming onto the field now with Joseph Torres, who coming off of a pretty good season last year. As he's taking his first snap, throws it up. His big hit. Casey Lott laying the boom there on the tight end. All right, as they motion Lucas Butler. Hits the receiver. It's quickly stopped for a 2-yard gain. Now, the Snowhawks secondary is nothing to laugh at, as they have the best safety tandem in the league between Victor Stills and Casey Lott. As he's got pressure, but he throws it up. There's 2 people there. Drops the ball. Trying to get the ball to Katero Sheffield. downfield. It just was not having it. Double covered there as the Bisons coolly go 3 and out. And the Snowhawks will start this next drive on the 32-yard line as Joseph Gidley comes back onto the field, looking to score this time around, trying to avoid pressure and getting sacked as much as possible. As he'll go from under center, motion, play action. Alvin Mack hits him, and it's going to fall incomplete. They sit in the middle linebacker blitz, and it gets there just in time to force the incompletion. They have 3 down here. They're going to hand the ball off. Gets to the edge, makes a man miss. First down, Jacob McDonald to the 44-yard line. All right, they're pressed up top. That's Karis Curry. They'll give the ball back to McDonald, who finds a lane and forces his way for another first down, Snowhawks. After getting stuffed the first 2 runs, these next 2 have been easy first downs for the Snowhawks offense. The offensive line making great strides here in the run game, seeing if they can hold up in the passing game as the Snowhawks come out here in I formation. And they'll give it to him again. Big hit this time. Alvin Mack lays the wood for a 1-yard gain. Empty formation here. They bring a linebacker, throws it to the open man. Nice 5-yard gain there by the Snowhawks. Bring up a 3rd and 4. Joseph Gidley's looking, throws, and Ryan LeCavier steps out of bounds. 4th and 1, making the Snowhawks settle for a field goal. That'll give the Snowhawks a 3-0 lead here in the first quarter. As Joseph Torres is going to trot back onto the field. Trying to put points on the board for them. Play action. Oh, no game. My bad, guys. Something happened on my computer. I just assumed he made the field goal. My bad, everybody. As he drops back, gets pressure, fumbles, recovered by the Snowhawks. The big man's going. He's going. He's gone. Touchdown, Snowhawks. Well, it doesn't matter, Smitty. They scored anyway. Cam Parker with the defensive touchdown. Pressure there by Elijah Walker, forcing the fumble on Joseph Torres as the big man rumbles it home. This Snowhawks kick is good, making the Snowhawks up 7-0 here in the first quarter. As the Bisons are going to return this to the 25-yard line. Joseph Torres having a rough first quarter here against this Snowhawks defense. Had a quick 3-and-out and then fumbled on this last drive. Negative 9 yards here so far by this Bisons offense. And so come and split back, play action again, checks it down, is tackled immediately for a 3-yard gain. You see Bo Sanders in the backfield. They're talented running backs. They're going to motion him as they send 5. They're going to throw it to Bo Sanders, who gets the first down and jukes his way into a tackle by Paul Boss. High formation here for the Bisons as they're still going pass heavy. Gets it back to Bo Sanders, who is immediately brought down. Great open field tackle there by the linebacker. It's hard for those guys to try to make tackles here on how talented these running backs are in the RFL. Bring 5 again. Quickly gets it to Sheffield, who's going to give them a 5-yard gain. Bisons are really want to lean on Sheffield here, as him and Senyalu are hopefully going to be, as they get the ball to Mamadou Senyalu, their rookie receiver out of Clemson, immediately coming in and being a starter here with the ones. Just as I was saying, they want to rely on Sheffield and Senyalu to be their young receiver core, as Sam Gusto is getting on the older side. As they'll run a jet sweep to Sheffield, who immediately loses 2 yards. Randall Sylvester blowing that play up. And get a 2nd and long here with about 1:10 left in the first quarter. As it's a wide receiver screen that also goes nowhere, the Snowhawks defense is sniffing out everything the Bisons have going on right now. All right, 3rd and long. Motioning Bo Sanders out. They rush 5. There's pressure. Sacked by Elijah Walker. 2nd sack of the game. And that should end the first quarter here after this punt. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Snowhawks up 7-0. Don't forget to check out the 9 o'clock game. We have the Louisville Lumberjacks taking on the Pittsburgh Pioneers. Hobby getting to run back with the ones in this matchup. It's going to be called by Pecan. He's currently playing right now. All right, we get to see Joey G and this offense come back on the field. Haven't scored yet offensively. As the run play action is immediately brought down. That is Ethan Marks, the 6th overall pick out of Florida, just getting immediate pressure blowing by the lineman. Man, I wish we could have gotten a replay there. 2nd and 15. So decided to do play action again. He's looking, throws. It's caught by Keenan Linton. 3rd and 2. Finding old reliable there. Joey G and Keenan Linton have been on the same team for years now. He knows he's the trusted target. Just found his open man. As he throws, caught again, 1st down. Cars Curry with his first reception of the game. Just ran a quick curl route in the open zone. Sat down. Joey G hit him for the easy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All right, play action. Pressure is hit as he's thrown. He's down. Sox come back to the line. 2nd and 10. You can see the pressure by the Bison's defense. As he's looking, it is sacked again by Ethan Marks. 2 sacks for the rookie already here, only in the 2nd quarter of this game. Ethan Marks is going to be a problem for a while now, guys. Already making an impact here. You know he's ready for the regular season. As 3rd and 16, he's looking to throw. Has time, throws a bomb. And it's dropped. Great defense there by Rayshawn Vaughn. This is the 2nd game in a row for the Snowhawks where they're just in a defensive slugfest. They're getting sacks. They're letting up sacks. They need to figure out some sort of momentum here to where they can get a nice offensive rhythm. We know this team and Joseph Gidley have high expectations after making it to the NRC Championship last year, as Mo Sanders will get a carry for a 1 yard. You can see both teams still under 50 total yards of offense so far. That's the run play action, and he's sacked. That one was spread out all the way There was no fooling Randall Sylvester there.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd and 15.
As it's 3rd and 15, he throws it. It's dropped. Had Samham gusto. The safety just got there in time enough. Torres probably should have thrown it a little shorter, giving him more of a chance of not throwing it up towards the safety. Just give him a little more. He had the room underneath. Just ball a little too high.
Fair catch. Signaled for and taken. They'll take over. First down.
As the Snowhawks will start at the 30-yard line for this drive. Another pass, and he's sacked again. Pressure by James Estes. These two defensive tackles are wreaking havoc of the middle. All 4 of these sacks are from Estes and Marks. This guard-center guard combo for the Snowhawks are getting torn up, as this is a nice play by Luke Stokes to make Cars Curry drop the ball there. Forcing another 3rd and long for the Snowhawks to try and convert, as he's pressured and he got the ball away just in time. You saw Logan Russell, Ethan Marks, Carter Dillahart, all just swarming Joseph Gidley on that play. Bison's defense is I think becoming underrated. You know, they have 2 really good safeties, Deshaun Jackson, Rayshawn Vaughn. Sharif Underwood's a good corner. They drafted Vinny Ball, and it's really given the Snowhawks offense some issues, as Torres will check it down as Sheffield breaks a tackle, but Grayson stops him for 1 yard. Bo Sanderson's ball hits the cutback, but is immediately stopped for a 2-yard gain. Another quick 3rd down for the Bison's offense. Really want to see more from Torres here. As they're going to get pressure, but he's going to check it down to the tight end, who fumbles, recovered by the Snowhawks. Davian Spriggs with the recovery. That's now 2 forced fumbles in this game. It's completely changing the outcome here. As you see, just steps up, lays the hit. That's Randall Sylvester making an open field tackle, an edge rusher coming up and just forcing the hit on Lucas Butler, forcing the ball out. Recovery by the Snowhawks. That's 2 early turnovers. Setting the Snowhawks offense inside their own 45. And still give it to McDonald, who has a lane, is going to fall forward for 7 yards. Second and 3. Has pressure in his face, but dumps it off quickly. He reaches, and they will give him the 1st down. Pushing themselves to the 32-yard line as they have Keaton Litton in. But he just gets blown up by Alvin Mack. That's Jacob McDonald who gets blown up. That's the 2nd huge hit we've seen from Mack on Jacob McDonald in this game. He just comes unblocked in the backfield and lets McDonald know that the Bisons are here. Second and long, they're going to give the ball back to McDonald, who gets decent blocks, but stopped for a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 7. The Snowhawks are in field goal range. They can extend their lead, but you know they don't want to settle for that. They're going to try and convert this 3rd down here, as he checks it down quickly to Patrick Connery, who's going to spin for a 1st down, putting them inside the red zone at the 20-yard line. We got here in a 2 tight end set. We give the ball back to McDonald, and Alvin Mack blows the play up again. stuffing McDonald to a 1-yard gain. McDonald's lucky that wasn't a 0-yard gain, as Alvin Mack led him at the line of scrimmage. So they're going to give the ball to McDonald again, who was blown up by Alvin Mack again. Another no-yard gain. Back-to-back plays, Alvin Mack is just stopping the run by himself. So bringing up 3rd and 9. Pressure, and he's sacked. It's Vinny Ball who got up in there. Logan Russell with the pressure as this kick is up, but they hit the kicker. It's going to be an automatic first down here for the Snowhawks. As Vinny Ball goes and gets himself credit for that half sack, immediately makes a mental mistake, giving the Snowhawks a first down. As they're going to motion Ryan LeCavier, hand the ball off again, and is blown up by Luke Stokes, who was traded from the Sentinels. The Sentinels had a little bit of cap issues this offseason, and Luke Stokes saved them about $8 million. The Bisons traded away some draft capital, were able to bring him in to help bolster these offseason moves they've had, also acquiring Carter Delahart from the Voyagers, making that huge trade from 2 to 6 to get all these other draft picks. As it'll be 2nd and 11 as he throws. It's caught for 1st and goal. Back to Patrick Connery, who gets them down to the 3-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, with the Snowhawks coming in a single back set, 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Bison's loading up that line. As Jacob Nelson's going to get to the outside, but it's stopped by Luke Stokes and Logan Russell for a quick 1-yard gain. 1-yard loss.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Bring up 2nd down. Back to McDonald, who scores. Touchdown, Snowhawks. 4-yard rush by Jacob McDonald. All set up by the roughing the kicker call on the Bisons. So instead of making this a 10-point game, that mistake's going to let the Snowhawks make it a 14-point game as he just walks into the end zone. He's up, and it's good. The 1:45 here left in the 2nd quarter. As the Bisons will start this offensive drive at the 31-yard line. Out comes Torres, this Bisons offense is still working to just create some first downs. They haven't crossed midfield yet. They fumbled twice. As there's play action, I think they're going to call pass interference, but Lucas Butler with a first down. Oh, no, they're going to call holding. So yet another mistake here, this time by Javier Valero, another rookie. Another mistake here by the Bisons team. That's just putting them in bad field position. As he's hit, as he's thrown, and the ball is dropped. Khalil Grayson in coverage there. Bringing it to 2nd and 20. He's got pressure, hits as he's thrown again, and overthrows the receiver from the pressure. Both of these defenses are just relentless getting after the quarterback. That is Elijah Walker's 4th hit on Torres today. Bring up a 3rd and extra long. Torres is looking, gets the ball out quickly, and that's going to be a first down to Sam Gusto, getting them to the 48-yard line. The DB just missed the tackle there, letting him run free. Bison hurry up with 3 receivers to stop the screen and throws it up again. Sam Gusto open again, down to inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Torres is just finding that soft spot between the corner and safety as they throw a screen to Bo Sanders, who can make one man miss, but is immediately stopped for a 3-yard gain. Bison's looking to score here as he's pressured, and he's sacked. Randall Sylvester, as there are 9 total sacks here in the first half alone. Just getting around the Bison's tackle there. Swim move, and then just brought down instantly. Him and Walker just meeting up at the quarterback. Leaving 3rd and 16 with 5 seconds on the clock. Torres is just going to throw it to Bo Sanders, and it falls incomplete. That's the end of the first half. The Snowhawks up 14-0. 1 defensive touchdown. 1 offensive touchdown by Jacob McDonald. And just a very defensive game so far. You know, both teams bringing the heat on the quarterback. Neither quarterback really not finding anything downfield. They can hold on to the ball, leading to those sacks. You know, we're gonna hope these offensive lines can figure something out here in the second half. But don't forget to check out this game at 9 o'clock by Beacon, Louisville Jumper Giants, Pittsburgh Pioneers, as we come back here into the third quarter, as the Bisons will get the ball to start at the 27-yard line. Bison still looking to put together one whole drive. You know, they thought they were getting close at the end of the half, but just ran out of time. It's starting to give Bo Sanders the ball, who breaks a tackle, but the safety comes up and makes a play, leaving it to a 2-yard gain. Giving the ball back to Bo Sanders, but this play is read out by Khalil Grayson for no gain. Khalil Grayson saw the open gap, shot it, made the tackle instantly. Bringing down another 3rd down for the Bisons as they bring pressure, but Lucas Butler's open and fights for 4th and inches. I don't like that spot. I think he got there with the ball, but the refs are going to have them short, and that's going to force them to punt. The Snowhawks are going to get the ball here at the 25-yard line. McDonald averaging 3 yards a carry, got to walk the ball into the end zone earlier, helping them get this 14-0 lead. Trying to keep Joseph G upright is going to be the Snowhawks' goal in the second half. As he's going to take the snap, they send pressure. He sees that immediately and just gets the ball out to Pecan for a quick 7-yard gain. Pecan becoming a very focal point of this offense now that, you know, he gets to be in with the starters, as McDonald has an open lane to the 45-yard line. Bring us a 1st and 10 here. They give the ball back to McDonald, who gets another lane and is brought down to the 38. A 17-yard run by the Snowhawks. Jacob McDonald feeling himself now after back-to-back 1st down runs. So they're going to give the ball to McDonald again, who gets another 1st down. Three straight runs, 3 straight 1st downs. So they're going to pass this time, as Pecan gets laid out by Alvin Mack after that juke move. Coming in a very heavy set here with 2 fullbacks. Going to hand it off to McDonald, who sees the lane, makes a man miss, but is tackled at the 5-yard line. This drive has been all Jacob McDonald. 4 1st down runs on this drive alone. First and goal at the 5. They send a blitz. They send a screen, but no one blocks Luke Stokes as he gets the TFL. coming out with 2nd and goal. They're going to motion LeCavier. Try to jet sweep it again. He's got the blocks. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Snowhawks. We've seen the jet sweep get blown up a lot so far this preseason. Just no one setting the edge. As you can see, the edge rusher here actually bit down, leaving a wide open lane for Ryan LeCavier to just walk in untouched, giving the Snowhawks a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter. It goes up. It's good. 21-0 Snowhawks. This is where the Bisons offense needs to come alive. Down 3 possessions. Has gotten past midfield one time at the end of the first half, but couldn't get anything going other than that. Other than those 2 quick passes to Gusto. We saw the Snowhawks start to rely on their run game. As the Bisons come out in I formation, maybe looking to rely on their run game with Bo Sanders as they do hand it off. And Bo Sanders breaks the tackle and gets a first down of his own to the 38. Bison saw what the Snowhawks were doing and said, hey, we can do that too. We drafted one of the best, if not the best, running backs in college series history. We might as well use them. So they motion him out. They send pressure. They get it to Bo Sanders, who gets tackled immediately for a 5-yard gain. Bison's having one linebacker, or the Snowhawks with one linebacker in the box, as he's holding onto the ball, getting pressure, outruns the D tackle, and gets a first down. Xavier Spriggs on the tackle. Torres feeling the pressure, was able to outrun that D tackle for an easy first. As they're going to do another play action as he feels pressure but gets the ball out. Ball knocked down by Elijah Walker. These 2 Snowhawks edge rushers in coverage a lot, but both making impactful plays. You had a pass deflection there, the forced fumble earlier by Reynolds Sylvester. As there's an immediate another fumble as he gets sacked, and the lineman is down at the 36. Elijah Walker with his 3rd sack and yet another forced fumble. I was just talking about how these 2 edge rushers were making their impact on this game. Elijah Walker goes in there, forces another fumble after Reynolds Sylvester forced one earlier, giving him his 3rd sack. Making it 3rd and 26 for the Bisons. As he's going to feel the pressure again, hit as he's thrown. Bo Sanders catches, but only a 10-yard gain. 4th and 16, the Bisons are going to have to punt there. The Snowhawks defense didn't like that they got outplayed last game, making it a mission this game to show that they're still legit with their starters in the preseason. As that punt will be downed at the 22-yard line. And McDonald coming back into the game after a dominating drive last time out. Looking to feature him heavily again as they give the ball right back to him. And there's another lane, makes a man miss. A quick 17-yard gain for Jacob McDonald, which pushes him over the century mark, 106 yards on the game. As they go right back to him, another huge lane where he gets brought down at the opposite 40. Jacob McDonald and the Snowhawks offensive line cannot be stopped right now. As you can see, just wide open lanes here. The Bisons just not filling the gaps right, leaving these running lanes here for McDonald. As they're going to come out in the empty set here. Feels the pressure and is sacked. Ethan Marks gets to him again. His 3rd sack of the game. Just like the Snowhawks defensive line, this Bison's defensive line is trying to stay on par with them. As he throws a quick receiver screen, gets a nice block, and gets out to the 36-yard line. 3rd and 6. They motion Ryan LeCavier. They send the pressure. He gets the ball off. First down to Pecan and more. 1st and 10 at the 18. Patrick Connery, ever since coming with the starters, immediately becoming a focal point here for Joey G, as we're not really seeing him target Cars Curry. As he'll give the ball, blown up. Alvin Mack met Jacob McDonald in the hole again and shut it down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
All right, 2nd and 11. Screen to McDonald as he gets one block, but couldn't get the rest as Luke Stokes puts the stop there on 3rd and 5. So we head into the 4th quarter. Let's get those 4s up with a dominant game here by the Snowhawks. Don't forget to check out the 9 o'clock game. The Lumberjacks and the Pioneers, seeing if Hobby can solidify his spot with the starters. So we come back onto the field. We're getting a look at maybe our last look of the season at Danny Johnson, the rookie out of Tennessee that the Snowhawks drafted to be the successor to Gidley. As his first pass is going to result in a sack. Branch Lobar. You know, the starters came out, the backups came in, and they're still wreaking havoc on this game. These two defensive lines are determining the outcome right now. Forcing the Snowhawks to settle for a field goal, making it 24-0. You know, speaking of rookie quarterbacks, it's another storyline to look out for, as we're going to get C.J. Johnson coming onto the field for the Bisons here, who, as they return to the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown Bisons. Kick return by Michael Romo. Just had a wide open gap here, had key blocks, and he went all the way for the score, putting the Bison on the board. So we're actually going to have to wait to see C.J. Johnson, and we're going to see Danny Johnson again come back onto the field, as they're going to go for 2. So we are going to see C.J. Johnson. I spoke too soon. As they're going to pass it, and he's not going to make it. Was 1 yard short there. John Islania could not reach it in. So they get the kick return touchdown, try to get the 2-point conversion to make it a 2-score game. Instead, they don't get it. Remains a 3-score game, being down by 18 as they juke someone out, as the Snowhawks have a good return, and he's going to be stopped at midfield. Back-to-back kick returns, having huge explosive plays here. Hey man, special teams lives matter. As Danny Johnson's back on the field with a quick handoff there to O'Brien for a 4-yard gain. Another quick handoff as he doesn't quite get the edge. Is tackled by Delvin Bowles. 3rd and 6, they send pressure. Are they going to get there? And they do get there. Irvin Chisholm with the sack. Longtime veteran here in the RFL. Oh, they're going to credit Bowles with it. But you can see 58 Chisholm there. Him and Bowles hit him about the same time. But just relentless pressure here by the Bison's defensive line. As they're going to punt the ball back to the Bisons. And now we'll get to see C.J. Johnson's drive, first offensive drive here. Now, C.J. Johnson was very active in the chat, right after the draft, telling Torres he better be active because he's gunning for that spot. CJ Johnson's very vocal about believing that he is a franchise guy here in the RFL and is looking for a chance to prove it. All right, as he gets pressure, but gets it away and gets a completion, 2nd and 8. All right, CJ Johnson, as they set up a screen, as he breaks the tackle for a first down, breaks another one, is down at the 41-yard line. What a play by Tristan Price. Giving them 1st and 10 as they rush forward. CJ Johnson steps up, checks it down smartly, making it 2nd and 2. Empty set here for the Bisons. It's going to motion Condron Lusk across. It's pressure, but gets the ball out, and it's dropped by the receiver. That was a good pass. As there's pressure instantly, throws the ball up, but can't get it out. 4th and 2. CJ Johnson didn't have a chance that time, as there were 4 or 5 Snowhawks defenders instantly in his face. As they're going to go for it here in the 4th quarter. There's going to be a read option, and it's blown up. CJ Johnson didn't have a chance as Mike Nails reads this play immediately. As you can see, Little Grayson and Mike Nails, they had someone for the running back and someone for the quarterback, just not giving CJ Johnson a chance on that play. It was a lose-lose situation. Letting Danny Johnson come back on the field. We're going to give the ball back to O'Brien as Alvin Mack immediately makes another tackle, leaving his imprint all over the game. Danny Johnson throws 1st down to Tyler Bluegrove down to the 26-yard line. Danny Johnson looking to have his own score here in this game. He's going to hand the ball back, but is immediately tackled. 2nd and 8. And the ball back to O'Brien, who finds a lane. It's going to fall forward, but he can get 3rd and 4 here inside the red zone. It's 3rd down. James Johnson looks, but just misses a wide open man for what should have been a touchdown there. He's just got to lead him more, give him a better ball so he can make a play on it. So the kick is up, and it's good, 27-6. Danny Johnson had a chance there to score a touchdown and just could not hit his man. As we're going to get to see CJ Johnson, as Condron Lusk tried to hurdle someone. CJ Johnson coming back onto the field for their next offensive possession. Coming out here in a 2 tight end set. They're looking pressure immediately, but picks up, the running back picks it up, and he just throws it away. Trayvon Love bringing the pressure there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, they motion Romo. Throws the ball, tackled for a 3-yard gain. Another 3rd down here for the Bisons, with under 6 minutes in the 4th. This is another drop back for Johnson, who's pressured and is sacked. Cam Parker, who had the touchdown in the 1st quarter, finally getting his own sack here in the 4th. As they're going to go for it on 4th and 12. It gets hits as he's thrown by Lewis Griffith, but he catches it anyway and is laid out while holding on to the ball. First down, Bisons. Tyler Simpson holds on. CJ Johnson gets another set of downs, but is sacked again by Cam Parker. We're up to 15 sacks in this game. Cam Parker scored in the first quarter and told coach to put him back in. He wants to rack up them preseason stats. And so in the I formation, throws it, and just like with Danny Johnson, overthrows to what would be a wide open receiver. Could have given a chance to make a crazy play there.
It's now third down and 16.
On 3rd and 16, feels the pressure but gets the ball out. The receiver drops the ball. 4th and 16. All right, we've seen this before. 4th and 16. Empty set, but it's pressured by Griffith. Throws it. Dropped this time. Michael Romo cannot make a play in the ball. Out will come back this Snowhawks offense with a 21-point lead. 3.5 minutes left here in the fourth. As they're going to motion the tight end across here and hand the ball off to the running back, who finds a little bit of room for a 3-yard gain. Under center. Going to play action it. Throws it. It's caught. First down, Snowhawks. Nice and easy reads here for Danny Johnson. Had the drag open, but saw the in route coming across the field. That was wide open. And decided to go there as they're going to motion the tight end with 2 seconds left on the clock. But gets it off in time. It's going to be a read option to Danny Johnson, who should have just kept going outside and just runs into the defender for a 1-yard gain. Bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the fourth.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 as they have this halfback stretch, which is blown up immediately for a 3-yard loss. You know, the Snowhawks just looking to run this clock out. Have a 3-possession lead with a minute and a half left. As we go with another heavy formation with good blocks, as O'Brien has a little bit of room and is tackled short of the first down by Holloway. Leading to another field goal attempt here by the Snowhawks.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Looking to score 30 points here in the preseason. The game's up. And it's good. 30-6. Snowhawks lead. CJ Johnson's going to be left with roughly 30 seconds. Let's see if the coach gives him something to work with. See if he gets a chance to do anything. You know, something with this Bisons offense, as their only score this game was a kick return touchdown by Michael Romo. You'd like to see something else from this Bisons offense. As they're going to set up a screen, which is red, and there's just nowhere to go. The D tackle saw it coming, and they just got immediate pressure on CJ Johnson. Nowhere for him to go there. 2nd and 10, they rush 3. He's got all time, throws it, intercepted by the Snowhawks. And that will end the game. Tyrell Cloud. CJ Johnson forces that ball into double coverage, and the Snowhawks come down with it. As you can see him looking, they have the corner and safety, and just Michael Romo never goes up. An easy read there by Cloud. And it looks like the Snowhawks are going to run another play here. They'll just hand the ball off for a 1-yard loss. that should do it as the clock will expire here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And that'll be our ball game. The Portland Snowhawks win this game 30-6 on the back of their defense, getting 9 total sacks, forcing multiple fumbles by that D-line, getting pressure from the edge, up the middle. There's just nothing that Joseph Torres could do against this relentless Snowhawks D-line. As we had the rushing touchdown McDonald and the jet sweep touchdown by the Clavier to top off this win.